Are you considering building a garden shed? These are the precise UK regulations that most people overlook, so you can determine whether development is allowed or requires planning permission. A typical shed utilized for incidental residential applications like storage or hobbies may be allowed development when sheds are allowed for the majority of homes. You don't need to apply. The major circumstances: place it behind the main elevation, adhere to height and coverage restrictions, and ensure that Article 4 or local designations haven't eliminated permissible development rights. Boundary rules and height. For quick statistics, the maximum height is 4 meters for dual-pitch roofs, 3 meters for other roofs, and the maximum eaves are 2.5 meters. However, the entire shed must be 2.5 meters or less if it is near 2 meters of any border. Additionally, with the exception of the original house footprint, your structures and additions shouldn't occupy more than half of the garden. Front gardens and position. Garden sheds typically require planning because outbuildings are prohibited forward of your home's major elevation under approved development. Because they face 2 streets, corner plots can be delicate. Use triggers for building regs. Storage is normally okay. However, planning and building rules may be necessary for sleeping and lodging, frequent guest home offices, or business use. Use a qualified installation when adding plumbing or electrical, and make sure all applicable regulations are followed, particularly when dealing with larger, heavier bases. Peculiarities of the local council. Councils may have more stringent rules. Article 4, conservation areas, drainage comments for large roofs or front-of-plot sensitivity. Common areas like Guildford, Buckinghamshire, and Milton Keynes have higher expectations. Checklist for approved development. Home with rights to develop the site. Incidental usage. Behind the main elevation. Heights meet, particularly in close proximity to limits, less than 50% coverage. You've checked or you're not in a restricted area. We can now assist you if you need a quick property development check or a neat planning submission. The list below contains the URL.